Well, it is that time of year again. It is the winter and we're down on Formby Beach. Now, we are just on the tail end of a storm, and the good thing about that is you get excellent light. Now, every time I come to this beach, I tend to sort of concentrate on the same types of subject, the amazing formations in the sand and the sand dunes. And I tend to use a similar camera, like a 35mm Nikon. So today, I've got the Nikon with me and I will be using it, but I'd like to also make some use of the old Holga. Now, for me, the real joy of the Holga is its freedom. Freedom from worrying about image quality, about settings. The only setting I have is the focal distance, and typically it's going to be at infinity because everything's at infinity here. But I do have a close-ish setting of about 3 to 6 feet. But mainly it's a case of wandering around and really letting your eye concentrate on that lovely square format, not worry so much about the photography aspect. Now the light is, I'll show you the light, you can see the light, but the light is very much centered, and I've got this lovely wet foreground here, and the dark sky above is like a natural grad, but with the square format it's perfectly vignetted, and with the Holga it's even more vignetted, and you get that lovely bright part taking your eye through to the center, which is what I absolutely love about square format photography. Now, something else which is quite nice is the ripple and fragments of shells here. I'm going to actually focus in really close with the Holga, whatever that is on the Holga, and put that in the foreground and blur out the background, because what you have got with medium format is a huge differential focus, so you can really blur things out. And even though it's only a Holga and it's F8, you can still do quite a lot with it. Now I'll take one at the closest setting, which is 3 feet, and I'm going to try one at about 6. Oh, sorry, you can't see me there, can you? I'm going to try one at about 6 feet-ish, only because I haven't got a clue what they're going to come out like. And for this one, I'm actually going to hold the camera down towards the sand. Oh, it's tied up, and just fingers crossed. Just look at those amazing skies and beach. So, you know, this place never fails to deliver for us. Now, one of the problems with the Holga is it's only got one shutter speed and one aperture, so you can't control the exposure. Now, I'm using Ilford's HP5 Plus, which is very tolerant, but I've also put a yellow filter on, because one thing you can do to slow things down a little bit is add the black and white coloured filters, red, orange, and obviously yellow. I've got a red with me as well. If the sun comes out later, I'll have enough light to put the red on and still maintain enough shutter speed and aperture to get a proper exposure. Righto, I've shot nearly a roll of film in the Holga, but the light over towards North Wales is spectacular. So I can't shoot that with the Holga in terms of detail, you won't see a thing. But I have got my Nikon F80 and the 28-300 VR lens with me, which is perfect for this location. So I'm just going to break that out, get a roll of film in it quickly and get shooting. And one of the things I like about this Urban Access bag I bought last year is that it allows me to work in hazardous locations like a beach without putting the bag down, because whoa, it's got a good waist strap on it, and also it's designed to be open from the back and access, and also from the side, so absolutely perfect for this sort of shooting. I'll just get a roll of Ilford Delta 400 into this quickly while the light's perfect, and pardon me fumbling fingers and thumbs. Yeah, so although I predominantly want to shoot with the Holga today, I am not going to pass up the opportunity to get some lovely shots, close-ups of those amazing mountains in the distance. So here we go, let's just get this in quick. Wouldn't you know it, the light's gone. Moan. It was there a minute ago. By the time I got the film loaded and the camera, it had gone, but having said that, it'll be back. Now, as you can see on the back of GoPro likes to make everything look dramatic, but the skies over Liverpool are superb. I would like some bright sunlight cascading down onto the cranes and the buildings, and unicorns galloping majestically across the front of the scene, but you can't have everything. Having said that, it's enough to shoot, and now I've got the Nikon out, I may as well take advantage of its long lens capabilities and crop in on those buildings. You know, I've only taken 2 or 3 with the Nikon, but I'm sort of missing the Holga. I don't know what it is. I think my eye was starting to form around those square images with the vignetting, and I think I'm going to have to go wide with the Nikon to replicate something like that. Well, not replicate it, but get some of that sweep into the shots with the amazing sky, because I think cropping in at the moment probably isn't the right answer. Well, after a short break in the car, coffee, snacks, chocolate, we're back out again to the small wooded area here, but it's not grabbing us, I'll be absolutely honest. We're not really feeling it at the moment, but there's some lovely dunes just beyond the trees over here, and the light has picked up again somewhat, so yeah, I'm feeling optimistic. This is a bit more like it now. See the tufts of marram grass here? Pristine sand, amazingly, because there's a lot of people around. Gonna get down low, use the sky. Oh, beautiful. Well, as you can see, it's rather windy down here now. We've come out for the last part of the day and the sand is absolutely amazing. Apologies for the wind, we'll try and get a bit closer to the incoming tide and get a bit more drama from that sky. Now there's some mileage in these patterns here in the sand. The blown sand is creating like a marbling effect. There's no real colour in the sky, there's no colour, there's no definition in the sky, so I'd largely crop that out but make something of this, maybe get a bit higher up actually. Now the light has really been cut out by the low cloud tonight, and that's really limited our shooting opportunities, so there's probably only going to be another maybe 10-20 minutes of shooting available to us. If it ain't going to work, it ain't going to work, and I'm just going to finish off the last few frames of this Delta 400 in the Nikon. But so far it's been a really good day, and if I don't get anything tonight, I think the morning more than made up for it.